One of my favorite studies, I talk about it, last chapter of our book, was from astronauts. They interviewed astronauts who had gone to outer space. So we talked about the space race as being a transcendent moment for Americans, but now we've had astronauts from all other countries go to outer space. And there was a study where they interviewed over 100 of these astronauts and asked them their experience. And they talk about a small number of things that they all seem to have in common. One is a sense of awe. Just seeing the world from that perspective is they're all awestruck, and they all talk about being profoundly changed. The one thing they say that really profoundly changes them in terms of a social species is that they start to see humanity as a whole once they see it from that perspective. You don't see country boundaries when you're looking from the perspective of the moon back on Earth. It's just a big blue, beautiful blue and green globe. And all of them come back not thinking of themselves in terms of their national identity. They see themselves as humans, and they see the challenges that humans face and understand them more through that lens. And I love that. I don't think we can send everybody to space and have that experience. But it tells me that there is something in all of us that has that capacity to think beyond our group or our city or our sports team or our country, and see ourselves in a way more expansive, inclusive way, and activate that identity in people. So that they now call that the overview effect. That seeing it from that perspective profoundly changes our identities. So I think that's something that I think that potential resides in all of us, and we need leaders who can tap into that, who can trigger that in people, a sense of purpose and connection with everybody, because I think it's something really beautiful. In space is something our ancestors never would have saw, right? As I said, we've only very recently created that technology. But when you use it, it changes us in a way our ancestors could have never foreseen.